Well, it's time now for some business news. Switzerland has voted against a proposal to stiffen penalties against Swiss-based multinationals if they violate human rights or harm the environment abroad. The plan was rejected in Sunday's referendum, despite winning the popular vote. Well, for more on this, let's cross now to Yuka Royer from our business desk. Yuka, what exactly does this result mean for multinationals based in Switzerland?
Well, actually, it's a sigh of relief for Swiss companies and big multinationals based in Switzerland because they've avoided facing the world's toughest corporate responsibility rules. Now, the proposed law would have made them liable for human rights and environmental abuses, even if they are committed by their contractors abroad. And victims would have been able to sue Swiss companies in Swiss courts. And now, in Sunday's referendum, as you said, 50.7% of voters actually said yes to the proposal by the Responsible Business Initiative. But it was still voted down because it didn't meet the other requirement, which was winning support from a majority of cantons in the country. It's the first time in decades that a Swiss vote has failed on regional grounds despite winning popular support. Now, the government's counter-proposal will instead take effect. Now, it's less stringent, of course, but will force companies to beef up and publicly report checks on their overseas operations and supply chains. Big companies' responsibilities over human rights abuses have long been a subject of debate around the world. The United Nations adopted its official guiding principles on business and human rights back in 2011. And the European Commission will introduce new legislation next year to make human rights due diligence mandatory for EU firms. Now, in Switzerland, it was a polarizing campaign. Businesses and the government lobbied against the plan, citing potential negative impact on the economy. Let's take a listen to Justice Minister Karin Keller-Sutter speaking about the outcome of the referendum.
Although the voters have today spoken out against the path that the initiative wanted to take, they have not opposed the cause. The concern that Swiss companies should also respect people and the environment abroad. This concern was also recognised by the Federal Council and the Parliament.
Now, Yuka, I feel like I've said this a dozen times over the past year, but Brexit talks did resume over the weekend. Once again, no news of a breakthrough. Where exactly do we stand with just a matter of days before the UK leaves the EU for good?
That's right. Another talk of a resumption of talks. But really, well, Britain and the EU are really running out of time to clinch a post-Brexit trade deal this time. That's according to one UK minister who spoke this Monday. Talks, as you said, resumed on Saturday to iron out the remaining differences, which really boil down to fishing and competition rules. Now, in the UK, fisheries account for only 0.12% of GDP, so it looks like a small problem, but it isn't, and it has become a major sticking point, at least symbolically. It's a bigger issue for some countries on the other side of the channel, on this side of the channel, rather, that rely on fishing in UK waters. Now, there could be a compromise here. The EU reportedly proposed the reduction of tons of fish caught in British waters by 15 to 18% and gradually reduce them further. On the other major issue of competition, though, that's a real sticking point and really goes back to the beginning of to the origins of Brexit. The UK insists on a level playing field. That refers to a set of common rules and standards in trade to prevent businesses on one side having a competitive advantage over the other. Now, the EU refuses to guarantee the UK the best access to its single market in free trade style if companies based in the UK could be given state support. Britain insists on sovereignty. Now, the UK left the European Union back in January, but until the end of this year, it continues to have access to the single market during the post-Brexit transitional period. But beyond the 31st of December, if no deal is reached by then, and ratified by the heads of state, then the two sides will fall under, trade between the two sides will fall under World Trade Organization rules, which means heavy tariffs would kick in.
And Yuka, what have we been seeing on the stock markets in the past few hours?
Well, Brexit talks remain and will remain a huge concern for investors for the next few weeks. This week, the attention is also on the US Federal Reserve about their latest policy meeting and Joe Biden's naming of the remaining economic advisors. European shares pulled back this Monday, despite a record finish on Wall Street on Friday. This as investors remain mixed between optimism over COVID vaccines and concern over prolonged economic impact fallout of continued lockdowns. Earlier in Asia, shares also dropped, even though Chinese shares hit record multi-year highs in earlier trading.
Yuka Roy with a look at the day's top business news. Thank you very much indeed. Well, it's time now to take a look at what's been grabbing headlines